I think we're watching the end of the American empire. And there's a law called Gresham's Law. And Gresham's Law says bad money drives out good money. So this is bad money here. It's called the US dollar. I call it toilet paper today. And this is good money here. This is silver and this is gold. So what happened in 64 and 71, they took the gold out of this paper, toilet paper right here. And in 64, they took it out of our silver coins. So Gresham's Law is in action today. America has been kind of a bully because we had the reserve currency of the world. So this is Emergency Podcast number 2. This number 1, please go to it, is burning up the airways right now. Our special friend and always at the right time is, Andy Schechtman. And he is adding so much dimension to my thoughts. And I think his wisdom and his experience and his foresight as to what's happening in the world is crucial. So this is Emergency Podcast number 2. The thing we're going to be talking about today is what happens if and when Mexico joins the BRICS. What are the repercussions? What are the shockwaves? What's going to happen? Or as they say in Hispanic, ¿qué pasa? What's going to happen? America has pissed off the rest of the world. We've been the bully. We've been the bully with this thing. We're now a credit-based economy. In other words, we print fake money and we spread it throughout the world. But the rest of the world is actually producing the food, the gold, the silver, the machinery, and all this. So finally, the rest of the world said enough's enough. So I remember years ago, because I operate in South Africa a lot. I love South Africa. But they joined the BRICS: Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. That was the original BRICS. And now they're gaining force and momentum. And I think people have heard the word BRICS, but very few people know. 1944, this became the reserve currency of the world right after World War II at the Bretton Woods, New Hampshire. Like I said, this is toilet paper because this is now fake money. So the rest of the world is saying enough of you sending us your toilet paper.
That's exactly right.
You take our materials, you take our production, you take this, and you send us this trash here. So that's what Andy is talking about is so crucial. The average person can't see it. See, for years, we've been able to ship this toilet paper throughout the world. That's Gresham's Law, when bad money chases out good money. So what the U.S. has been doing for a long time, they've been shipping people toilet paper, and they've been shipping us commodities like wheat, grain, oil, food, gold, silver, finished goods, and things like this. So that's Gresham's Law, and the world said, we've had enough of this. And so years ago, when I was in South Africa, I heard South Africa join. I said, what are these guys? And now it's coming bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And what Andy is talking about, the Belt and Road, is not really a road trade route, it's supply routes. They can be water trade. It's called the sea routes also, because that's what I went to school to do, is drive ships for the supply chains throughout the world. So all the people that have been giving America cheap or wonderful goods for toilet paper, it's coming to an end. And then plus there's BlackRock with Larry Fink. They're trying to shut down all of our oil businesses. They're one of the biggest, the funds in the world. They're woke. Bad money, this toilet paper chases out good money, real money, gold and silver and things like that. So what's happening now is the BRICS are saying no more of this garbage, because you keep printing this stuff. That's called counterfeiting. That'd be like me going to your restaurant and giving you fake money, and you're giving me real food, real service. You have labor cost, taxes, and all this stuff, but I keep giving you fake money. And that's what the United States has been doing for years now, especially since 64 and 71, when they took silver, replaced our coins, and gold replaced this fake dollar. That's what Andy is talking about. And the world is going to say, we're going to put the world on a real money, a real commodity, oil, food, things like this schedule. So that's why on the first Emergency Podcast number 1, Andy dissects, we're going to get into this, what Janet Yellen was saying. It's called, she was saying some strange language, and Andy called me up. She's saying something that's so treasonous to this country. So that's the deception, betrayal, collusion. That's the world we live in right now. That's
exactly right. And that's what is fostering this union of countries.
So let's say Mexico. Do you remember the 60s? You might be too young. There was a thing called the Cuban Missile Crisis. And that was because, Havana or Cuba went Russian and they were putting missile bases there. So now today you're telling us that Mexico, who's closer than Cuba, and they're a big trading partner, a lot of food and things that comes from Mexico, our banks are in America are going to a centralized banking, as close to communism, because we don't have capitalism anymore. We're following right now, the Bank of International Settlements is a central bank. And what they said in 2017 was that 2019, gold is now money.
Small ebook, big impact, the wealth tree. The only 4 ways that will make you financially free forever. Download it here for free.